Hello, today I'm going to talk about the beliefs of Sama Baja people. The belief system of the Sama Baja people can vary among their subgroups. They are Islam, Christianity, and also animistic beliefs in spirit of the ancestor worship, with the most being Islam and followed by the small minority amount of Catholics, Protestant, and animism. The ancient Sama Baja were animistic, and this retained wholly or partially in some Sama Baja groups. The supreme deities in Sama Baja mythology and Umboh Tuhan, also known as the Lord of the Sea, and his consort Dayang Dayang Mangilai, the Lady of the Forest. The Umboh Tuhan is also regarded as the creator deity who made humans equally with animals and plants. Like the animistic religions, they fundamentally divide the world into physical and spiritual realms which coexist with each other.
The Bajau people believe in a spirit known as the Umboh, which is more specifically referred to as the ancestral spirit, in which includes the Umboh Gandum, which is the spirit of the rice harvest, the Umboh Baliu, which is the spirit of the wind and storm, and they also include spirits such as animals and plants, including the Umboh Sumut, which is a totem to ants, and the Umboh Kamun, which is the totem of mantis shrimp. The Bajau people believe in a spirit known as the Umboh, which is specifically referred to as an ancestral spirit, in which includes the Umboh Gandum, which is the spirit of rice harvest, the Umboh Baliu, which is the spirit of wind and storm. They also include spirits of animals and plants, which include the Umboh Sumut, which is the totem of ants, and the Umboh Kanum, which is the totem of mantis shrimp. And the Bajau people also ritualize the construction of these sailing vessels, and the vessels are believed to have a spirit known as the Sumanga. The Umboh are believed to be influenced by fishing activities, rewarding the Sama Bajau by granting good luck to favors known as the Padaliong, and occasionally punishing those by causing serious incidents called Busong.
One of the important religious events among the Sama Baja is the annual event feast known as Pak Umboh or Mak Pai Bahau, which is an offering thanks to Umboh Tuhan. In this ceremony, newly harvested rice are dehased while Islamic prayers are recited. They are dried and laid out in a small conical piles symbolic of mountains on the living room floor. After 2 or 3 nights, 2/3 are set aside for making sweet rice meals, while 1/3 is set aside for making sweet rice cakes. Another annual religious ceremony event among the boat-dwelling Sama Dilaut in the Panganduli, literally meaning festive gathering. It involves ritual dancing to Umboh Tuhan, Dayang Dayang Mangilai, and ancestral ghosts called Bangsa. Aside from Panganduli and Mak Pai Bahau, public dances are called Magigal Jin may occur. During these celebrations, the Igal Jin may be consulted for a public si and for nightly trance dancing in times of epidemics. The Igal Jin are called upon to remove illness causing spirits from the community. They do this by setting a spirit boat adrift in the open sea beyond the village or anchorage.
The Bajau people are well known for their weaving and needlework skills. The Bajau women make embroidered panels sewn into long black wrap skirt. They also weave the traditional headgear called kain dastar, which is worn by most of the indigenous group in Sabah. There are various costumes worn by Bajau women, and they are: number 1, Badu Sipak, brightly colored Stantini blouse, usually yellow. The flare sleeves show the cuff of an underblouse and is 2 inches longer than the outstretched arms and hands. Usually it is used for weddings. There is some Betawi buttons in front, sometimes also on the sleeves.
Kain moga, long hand woven wrap skirt with horizontal strips, usually red and black, with supplementary weft motifs worn at weddings. Olus Barnkat, full-length black wrap skirt with a wide vertical panel of birangkit in front. The motifs bunga kapas, which means cotton flower, and puchak ribung, which basically translates to bamboo shoot, are stylized with the clothing. This exclusive wedding garment has become very rare nowadays. Badu Sampit, quite similar to Badu Sipak, and is for formal occasions such as wedding again, and meetings, family gathering, etc. And last but not least, Silang Dang, which means scarf over the shoulder.
The Baja people are well known for weaving and needlework skill, meaning they have skills of weaving clothing which is passed from one generation to another. They have variety of clothing to suit specific situation or circumstances. For example, for weddings, ceremonial, and one of their most famous attire is Badu. It's called Badu. It is a brightly colored satiny blouse, usually in green in color, with flared sleeves showing off cuffs under blouse in contrasting hue. The flared sleeves are 2 inches longer than the outstretched arms and hands, used for weddings, Batawi buttons in front, and sometimes also sleeves.
Lastly, the Bajau men also have various costumes, and there are 5 types. So the first type would be the Badu, also similar to the one of the Baju women costume, the Badu Sipak, but usually in green, also worn in weddings. Second one would be Sawor, which are trousers made of similar material in contrasting color and red trimming, and they're usually worn black and also for weddings. The third one would be Tanjak. They are the headdress of folded kain desta used for weddings also, and the podong used by horsemen. And also the fourth one would be the Ingkot Pangat, which is a silver coin belt with a wide buckle with an attachment called the Supu, which is a round silver that Bajau cigarette case have. The fifth one, the last one, would be Selendang, which is a sash tied around the waist, and is usually also used in wedding ceremonies.